Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And in today's video is going to be a tank maintenance, cleanup, and moving day. So lots going on here with my aquariums. First, we're going to be taking some of my female fry from this tank, and we're going to be bringing it up to my 50-gallon tank that I have upstairs. The nitrogen cycle is complete now, and my readings are excellent across the board, so I'll be bringing some of my guppies up to that tank. I'm also going to be heading out to purchase a new sponge filter today from my local fish store. I have a hang on the back on my tank with my male guppies and my shrimp. However, I'm just not overly happy with the results I'm getting. With it, I have a sponge over the intake so that my shrimp don't get sucked up into it, and I just feel that a sponge filter in this case would be the better option. And I'll be moving some of my shrimp from that tank and putting them in here just to help spread the colony out a little bit, and they can do their thing in this tank, and I'll be making sure that the fry that I put up in my 50-gallon are monitored for a couple of days just to make sure everyone's doing well. But lots going on today, so let's get started. All right, so I'm ready to go, but because I am Canadian, I'm dealing with a bit of a snowstorm right now, so I'm just gonna have to clean off my car, and then we're off to the pet store. And sorry, Mike, it's not a Subaru, but my Nissan does a great job for Canadian winters. All right, everyone, so I've made it to my local fish store, Critter Jungle, here in Ottawa, and I'm gonna go in, purchase the materials I need for the conversion of my tank to a sponge filter, pick up a few other things that I've been meaning to get. All right, so I just finished purchasing everything I need. So I got myself a new sponge filter with some airline hose, and then I also got myself some filter floss, so I'm going to be able to start harvesting my vinegar eels shortly. But now that I have everything I need, set everything up, and we'll be good to go. All right, so this in the back here is the sponge that I have on my intake for my hang on the back filter. I'll be replacing that with my new sponge filter, and hopefully that will be overall a better result for my shrimps. I have the sponge on here to prevent them from getting sucked into my hang-on back, but with the sponge filter that won't be an issue. All right, so I have my sponge filter installed in my tank upstairs, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few of my more mature fry from this tank, probably looking at 4 or 5, and I'll be bringing those up to my 50-gallon tank upstairs, and we'll get those settled in that tank, and then I'll be bringing some of the orange shrimp that I have and putting them down in this tank. All right, so this is my 50. This is setup that I've been working with, I had some issues with the cycling of the tank, but I've addressed those issues. Everything appears to be normal now and ready for fish. My cycle has established. And then in here, you can see I have my blue Moscow females. There's 3, and then 4, 5. So I have 5 of them that I will be releasing into this tank. Just getting them accustomed to the parameters here. Shouldn't have to wait too long. My tank conditions, for the most part, are fairly similar. But yeah, they will be released into this tank, and I will be keeping a very close eye on them for the next little while. And when everything seems to be going well after a week or so, I'll slowly introduce new fish to this, or more of my blue Moscow female fry to this tank, and nothing too crazy at once. I want to keep the nitrogen cycle in check and not overload the system with a large drop of new fish. So we'll be starting with 5, and I'll keep you up to date as time goes on as to how this goes. All right, so I've just released the 5 guppies into my tank. I have 1 there, then I have a couple more in the back here. So what I'm going to do is I'll be turning the lights off in this tank and just letting them get settled, and I'll be keeping a close eye on them over the next few hours. All right, so I have my 10 orange shrimp here, just in the bag, getting accustomed to the water in their new tank. So I'll be releasing them shortly into my blue Moscow female tank, and hope to just continue the colony that I currently have in this tank. And if everything goes well, that'll expand just my overall number of shrimp, and this way I don't necessarily have everything in one tank. So should my system crash, I always have a backup, which is the way I like to keep my tank set up, with a backup for everything. All right, so there we have it, folks. I've released 10 of my shrimp into this tank, and I do have quite a few ram's horn snails in here as well, but I definitely just wanted to add the shrimp to have it in at least 2 of my tanks, and to continue to expand my colony. But you can see they're just moving around the tank, checking out their new conditions, and I'm sure the parameters for this tank and the setup were very similar to their old tank, so there should be no problems. But again, as with any new inhabitants for a tank, I'll keep an eye on them for the next little while, and hopefully everything goes well. That's it for now, folks. I want to thank you for taking the time to view the video. I would ask, if you haven't already done so, to please subscribe to my channel. I can certainly use these subscriptions. Like this video if you liked it, and hit the notification button so that you're notified when I come out with new videos. Thanks for now, everyone, and I'll see you next week.